Hello and welcome to the news on Procyon Radio and Television. My name is Nifemi Onibio. First, a quick look at the headlines. SSANU threatens fresh action over withheld salaries. President killed in Liberian coup to be reburied 45 years later. Flying Eagles reopen camp for CAF Boys Cup. And now full details of the news. The Senior Staff Association of Nigerian Universities has called on the federal government to immediately release the outstanding 2 months withheld salaries of its members who participated in the 2022 strike. The union also voiced strong discontent over the persistent delays in salary payments to federal universities, which often occur weeks after they have received their emoluments. These critical issues were central to discussion at the SSANU's 51st National Executive Council meeting held at the Aliko Dangote University of Science and Technology, Wudil, Kano State. In a communique issued at the conclusion of the NEC meeting and signed by SSANU National President Mohammed Ibrahim, the union demanded the immediate harmonization of salary disbursements across all federal and state institutions to ensure fairness and equity for all university staff. The Honorable Minister of Marine and Blue Economy, His Excellency Adegboyega Oyetola, has officially inaugurated the newly constituted governing board of the Nigerian Port Authority, urging its members to prioritize reform-driven governance and align with the federal government's vision of economic revitalization through the maritime sector. The inauguration, which took place at the ministry's conference room in Abuja, marked a major milestone in the government's broader agenda to reposition the marine and blue economy as a central pillar of national development. Speaking at the event, Minister Oyetola emphasized the importance of the board's policy oversight function while maintaining a clear boundary between governance and management operations. Oyetola clarified the board's statutory functions, particularly in areas such as staffing and budget oversight through the Staff and Establishment Committee and the Finance Committee. However, he stressed that the operational management of the NPA remains solely within the purview of the Managing Director and the Executive Management as mandated by the Section 10, Subsection 3 of the NPA Act and supported by the Public Procurement Act of 2007. The federal government has arraigned Kogi Central Senator Natasha Akoti-Uduaghan at the Federal High Court, Abuja. The government arraigned the female lawmaker on Monday on 6 counts bordering on alleged cybercrime against the Senate President, Godswill Akpabio, and former governor of Kogi State, Yahaya Bello. The People's Democratic Party senator pleaded not guilty, and Justice Mohammed Umar granted her bail on self-recognition. The judge adjourned the case to September 22, 2025 for commencement of trial. And on the international scene, Liberia is set to conduct a symbolic reburial today, Tuesday, for its former president, William Tolbert, 45 years after his assassination during a coup. His body was widely believed to have been dumped in a mass grave following his murder. The ceremony also extends to 13 members of his cabinet who, 10 days after Tolbert's killing, were executed by a firing squad on a beach near an army barracks in the capital, Monrovia, following trials by a kangaroo court. While none of the 14 bodies have ever been recovered, each man is now slated to receive a state funeral at a ceremony expected to be attended by current President Joseph Boakai and other national dignitaries. This project event is widely viewed as a significant act of reconciliation, forming a critical part of Liberia's ongoing process to comfort and come to terms with its violent recent history. And now we dive into the world of sports. Nigeria's under-20 male team, the Flying Eagles, have reconvened in Abuja for the final phase of their preparations ahead of the CAF B Under-20 Boys Cup. This tournament is scheduled to take place in Ghana from July 10th to 23rd. Organized to foster regional collaboration and highlight emerging football talents across West Africa, this maiden edition in Accra, Ghana will bring together 13 national under-20 teams from both WAFU Zone A and B. Head coach Adiyu Zubairu confirmed the team's resumption after their initial campaign was abruptly halted due to the tournament's postponement and a new date was announced. The Abuja camp includes a mix of players who helped Nigeria secure a spot in the 2025 Under-20 World Cup in Chile, alongside a few new additions. The Flying Eagles are drawn in Group A, where they will face host nation Ghana and the Benin Republic. Group B comprises Niger, Togo, Ivory Coast, and Burkina Faso. The top two teams from each group will advance to the semi-finals. Up next is the entertainment news. Controversial singer Darlington Okoye, widely known as Speed Darlington, has threatened to sue the National Agency for the Prohibition of Trafficking in Persons for declaring him wanted over alleged rape, cyberbullying, and cyber-stalking. NAPTIP had on June 27th issued a public declaration for Speed Darlington, citing his failure to honor earlier invitations for questioning. These invitations were prompted by a viral Instagram video where the artist allegedly made inappropriate comments, with the agency emphasizing the serious nature of the allegations requiring his appearance. However, Speed Darlington, known for his unique online persona, responded on Monday with a strongly worded Instagram video. In his video, he vehemently denied any wrongdoing, accusing NAPTIP of acting on baseless online sentiments. The singer further questioned the validity of the accusations against him and demanded concrete evidence, asserting that the agency had no legitimate grounds to pursue him. And with that, we end the news today on Procyon Radio and Television. My name is Nifemi Onibio. Please do not forget to like and subscribe to our YouTube channel at Procyon RTV. You can also follow us across all social media platforms on our unified handle at Procyon RTV. Visit our website at www.procyonnews.com to get the latest news updates. On behalf of the production crew, thank you for staying with us, and don't forget to keep shining like the star you are.